Hello everyone. I'm coming in a bit early, a little early, like 3 minutes early, just to check if all the connection is good, if you can see me, hear me, if everything is working properly. How's everyone doing? We can expect a lag, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's always like this. Hello, hello. Just let me know how you listen. Can you hear me? Can you see me? All good? Hey, how I'm doing? Good, good. Hello. So I'm assuming everyone can see me and hear me fine. Perfect. Okay. So what you doing? What, just now I was finishing watching a documentary about avocado plantations in Portugal. But I was scripting and finishing a video for the university. Greetings to everyone. Hello, hello. I love the deep sea. I love the deep sea too. We will talk about it at 5:30. We'll start talking about it. Cool. I can see that everyone hears me and can see me and hear me fine. Tell me where you all from. Where are you from? Because this might be relevant for also the fear of the sea. Or not. We will see. Yeah, avocados require so much water. Yeah, I never really thought about the damage that avocado monoculture in Portugal were creating, actually. It was interesting, small documentary. Do you know about the Thalassaphobia subreddit? No, actually I don't. Mexico, okay, no. Indiana, USA, Mexico, Russia, Oregon, USA, Germany, Romania, Denmark, Serbia, Brazil. Wow. Kansas City, England, East US, Italy. USA, greetings, Canada, Italy, Canada, Chile. No ocean here. Indonesia, Arizona, Indonesia, Germany, Cliff Island, Maine, India, Saudi Arabia. Wow. South Baltic Sea coast, Bolivia. You've never seen the sea. A lot of people have never seen the sea. Like people like me who've lived next to it take it for granted and don't think that, not everyone lives at the coast. I have to check that Thalassaphobia subreddit. Reddit. I have to check that out. Brazil. Cool. Spain, India. Cool. Okay, welcome people from all around the world. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Okay, now that it is officially 5:30, I'll give it 1 minute and then I can ask already the people who are here. People who are here, are you afraid of the sea? Or do you have fear? So there's different levels of fear of the ocean, right? So there's the absolute fear of even getting in the water, which is the extreme thalassophobia. Does anyone have this fear? Like fear of even just looking at photos of the sea, you feel uncomfortable, for example? There's a lag, so I'm going to be answering questions much later on. Okay, so this is interesting. I personally force myself to play games like Subnautica and actually enjoy them a lot. It's super uncomfortable, but okay, yes, nope, kinda, absolutely, yes. Extremely afraid, I'm not afraid, no. Only if there's like an open void, no, I love. Okay, there's still quite some. I don't have Thalassaphobia, but I've only visited the ocean a few times. No, yes. Okay, so there are a couple of people who do have like this fear for being in the sea, just thinking about going in the water. Afraid of jellyfish, not afraid. I'm deeply afraid of the ocean, but I also love the ocean. Okay. All right, so the reason I wanted to talk about this, well, I've realized, by the way, that I think I'm going to make a whole video about this topic with proper research and with, more scripted, because the reason I wanted to talk about this were two main reasons. The first reason is I started watching, having a lot of messages of people, since I started my YouTube channel, people telling me that they are afraid of even entering the ocean and looking at photos of the ocean. I was not aware that this is so common, because I'm in my own, I'm in a little bubble, let's be honest. Like, not only am I from a very coastal country that has a very strong relationship to the sea, I'm in marine biology. Like, there's no smaller bubble in terms of fear of the ocean than that. And I started researching a little bit about it, and I find it an interesting subject. And there's an obvious and logical reason for why people are afraid of something like the deep ocean. And the other reason why I also wanted to talk about this. Wait, okay, I got a lot. So probably can go into the shadow. Yeah. So there's a lot of people who are not afraid of going in the ocean, but the moment it gets dark, you start getting this fear. One of the reasons I just want to show you guys something. This was like this. Can I change this? So I read this paper. Is this changeable? I'm not even sure I can change this, to be honest. Yeah, I think so. So this paper, this is a food for thought. So this is not like a study based on experimentation and data analysis or anything. It's like just the authors decided to make report everything that is basically known about this subject into one paper. And it's kind of a mix of history with philosophy and psychology. It's super interesting. I'm obviously not going to read all of this. But it's a super interesting paper that puts together a lot of interesting concepts on those fields. And that's also, I read this and I was like, I kind of want to talk about this. Maybe I'll do it on stream. Funny enough, I started looking also for YouTube videos on thalassophobia. And most YouTube videos I found were like people watching images, people who have thalassophobia, looking at images that provoke thalassophobia. So very counterproductive. Even I almost got thalassophobia just looking at the images and videos they were looking at. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the reasons why people have this and discuss this a little bit with everyone. And then maybe also if you guys have questions, and just talk about also how you can maybe overcome it. I found also a book, I was doing some research on this, and they kind of suggest ways for you to overcome fears in general, not only this fear of the ocean, but generally. You should, I can leave a link to the article. I downloaded the PDF actually, but I will leave the stream up and I can upload it. I can put after the stream, I will put the link to the paper in the description. So if anyone is interested, you can check. But basically they do talk about a bunch of different reasons why people fear and loathe the deep ocean, which is a big problem for ocean conservation, even to the level of science, right? And it's rooted in this very emotional, guttural response that we have towards the deep ocean. It's not rational, obviously. No phobia usually is rational, but is based on this, your subconscious builds this exaggerated idea of a reality, right? Based on the things you hear, based on the things you watch, and based on the things you see. And fear for the deep sea is very rooted in it's very much based on the fact that people are constantly saying how horrible it is and how scary it is. And so it's like a self-perpetuating confirmation bias in your subconscious, but also because of a deep, already rooted evolutionary, let's say, trait that humans have, which is the fear of the unknown, right? So when you look at a big dark hole or whatever that is, it's like, what is there, like you don't know what's there. It's just darkness, and your imagination and your subconscious starts popping in. And so basically this is like this is all obvious stuff, of course, but it's nice to read through like a well put together study that combines all the history. Okay, I don't want antivirus, thank you. All the I have one already. Like they're always keep on popping up like a million antivirus suggestions. Anyways, and yeah, so I find it very interesting. I'm sorry, I have not been reading your comments. I have to see what's up. So hello to everyone who has appeared now. How are you? Nice to have you here. I'm just talking about like why people have thalassophobia. And yeah, so one reason that a lot of people nowadays, funny enough, I mean, I think it's common, people why are afraid of the ocean is sharks, right? And a lot of it, no, leave me alone. Sorry, I constantly get antivirus spam things. Fear of antiviruses. Exactly. But basically sharks, right? So people are very, very afraid of sharks. There's a disproportionate fear for sharks in comparison to the danger that they actually pose. And a lot of it, let's be honest, started with Jaws. Jaws is a great movie from a cinematic point of view in terms of direction and all that. From a purely cinematic point of view, it's fantastic. But it has done a lot of damage to this image of what a shark is. First of all, there's like I think there's like around 1,000 species of rays and sharks, maybe like 400 species of sharks. And from those 400 species, only like 3 or 4 are dangerous or are even slightly dangerous. If all sharks were out to get you, we would have many more issues than what we already have. I'm afraid of orcas. People that have thalassophobia are mostly afraid of all the things that will eat them. Sorry, guys. Sea is going to eat you. We were right all along. Yeah, no, but so all phobias are sort of irrational, right? And the fear of the ocean is interesting to me because it's self-perpetuating in our society, and the same with the deep in general. So is that I will show you. I have to show you this. Wait a second. Do I still have this here? Okay. Avocados? No. Okay. Thalassophobia. I'll just write what I wrote. Now, I watched all of these, or a big part of these videos, okay? And the majority of these videos talk about the ocean and the deep sea with a scary music on the background. With like dramatic visuals and like sometimes some GIFs and memes and dramatic stuff happening. And I am not afraid of the ocean, but just that music leaves me uneasy. You know, it associates these images in my subconscious to bad things or like intense things. And these are the things that subconsciously you will start seeing, you know, when you go out in the ocean and you're just like swimming around normally. You will start imagining all these creepy things that you watched in some video or in some movie. Half of them are totally made up. And other half of them, like I watched, which one was it? So I cannot show the video for copyright reasons, I don't think, or the music at least, but I want to show you like, so do you have thalassophobia? This video from BuzzFeed, so yeah, basically they just show a bunch of footage and videos with a very dramatic, scary horror sort of background music. And then they ask things, are you afraid of the ocean? Do you have it? And then they say, imagine that you come across this. Imagine that you come... Okay, first of all, this is a super cute fish. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? This is super cute. I don't know what you're talking. But basically, it's like creating they are telling you how you're supposed to feel towards these animals, you know, like the music and the environment and the sentences they are adding to the creatures. It's just making you feel bad emotions and associate these things to scary things. Nice recommended feed. Thank you. And okay. Ah, yes, I watched ContraPoint's Envy video. That's pretty cool. I just recently found this her. Didn't know about this channel. But anyway, continuing. Okay, like this fish, for example. This fish is ridiculously small. All right, there's like fishes in here that they, okay, sharks are big, but there's like fishes in here that they show, like, imagine you find this. Like, dude, this animal is like the size of your finger. Like, what if you find this? You slap it away if you're afraid of it, you know? Okay, so basically, yes, I also think every sea creature is cute. That is true. But yeah, so basically this to say what? I'm just rambling and kind of ranting about this whole situation. But this to say that I don't know. This kind of like, I know people who do these things don't do it with an intention of any harm, but and it's purely entertainment. I'm 100% aware of that. The same with shark movies, right? The same with the Meg, for example, that I've reacted to, or I'm gonna react to Deep Blue Sea because people have been bombarding me in the Meg in the comments to react to Deep Blue Sea. That all these shark movies and this it creates a very negative perception and ultra and super negative idea of what the ocean actually is, you know, which is untrue, and it's a over exaggeration. So the ocean, one of the things that's more dangerous about the ocean is actually the currents. Okay, the currents are much more dangerous than any creature that you might encounter, maybe. And the problem with all of this, as this article really well puts it, is that it hinders conservation efforts because people are, and apparently even in the scientific realm where emotions and your own anthropogenic feelings should not be involved in the decisions made, you know? Oh, Tom, thanks so much for the donation. Most of the videos on YouTube about thalassophobia are just people looking through the subreddit thalassophobia and being terrified. Exactly, I saw some of those. And you know, these were innocently made videos by people who just want to entertain their audience, which is totally fine. But they are, you know, they are creating a confirmation bias of a phobia they already have for themselves. Is also not necessarily good. But it's entertaining. Like some of these people that I watched were genuinely entertaining and I was laughing. But for the sake of like taking care or trying to get rid of their fear, it was not a good thing. And that's the problem. When you fear something, you're less likely to care about it. Even if, no matter how much science people throw at you about how important something is, it's the same with anything. It's the same with nature conservation, for example. If people don't feel emotionally attached to something, they are much less likely to give a crap about it. And with the deep ocean is the same. And nowadays, it's very important that we start studying what's happening in the deep. The deep ocean is massively important for the world's climates and the world's nutrient and oxygen and carbon dioxide cycles in the ocean, which obviously will affect the ultimate life on Earth. And so this is, so that's why thalassophobia, while it seems like only a something, or the fear of the ocean can be something personal on a humanitarian scale, it can mean that there's less people interested in protecting certain parts of the ocean. And for example, sharks as well. Sharks is a big problem. Sharks have been demonized for so long that, but you should watch I had it here too, I think. Did I not? You should watch a guy, I had it here, I thought I did. AVNG, his name is Zach. I also found his channel recently. He has a really good video on sharks. I think he's a Twitch streamer mostly, but I would highly recommend you watch his video. It's also quite entertaining. He's very entertaining reacting and explaining things. And he has like, he talks about like much more scientifically about sharks and the problem of how we perceive sharks in general. So highly recommend this video. But yeah, so basically, this is a problem for shark conservation, for deep sea conservation, and a bunch of stuff. I have to now, I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm going to go a bit through your comments. I've been blah, 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 and not really reading it. Guess things would change if we could visit the prehistoric ocean. Yeah, the predators there were really terrifying. Depends on where, like if you go prehistoric, like in the Cambrian explosion, when when vertebrate life, so fish, mammals, birds, birds not yet, but marine vertebrate life started appearing, it was mostly just, invertebrates in the bottom of the ocean, chilling there. There were no massive predators. Depends where in which prehistoric time you go back to. I have terror of the ocean currents. That's true. I'm a bit afraid of ocean currents as well. Like from all of the things in the ocean that I'm most afraid of, currents is by far the one I'm the most afraid of. Like in Portugal, we have every year, mostly fishermen, of course, because they put themselves in a much more danger and are like statistically, they are always at sea, but also a lot of tourists that honestly sometimes think they know better than the people who tell them you shouldn't go in. There's accidents happening, and sometimes people unfortunately die. And it's not because of animals, it's mostly because of strong currents. So one has to be more careful with that than anything else. But, the thing, currents is something easily to avoid. If you don't know a place, if there's no one there who's a local and who's knowledgeable on that place, just don't go in. And if you have, for example, in Portugal at beaches and most places, I know there's lifeguards, right? You can ask them. They usually have a little flag telling you whether or not you can go inside or not, or if it's you can ask and they will tell you. They know this area, they know the currents, and they will for sure tell you whether or not it's like okay to go in. And just go very quickly through your comments. But what can you do if you have thalassophobia? I'll get to that in a second. Actually, I've left this here up, but I'll get to that in a second. Do you know what a tardigrade is? Yes, they're super cute. I love tardigrades. Oh, Christoph, thanks. This is a moderator here. Thanks, Christoph, for joining us. Chat is behaving very well. Super nice community, super nice people over here. There is a theory that sharks have been around before the rings on Saturn. Oh, I don't know when the rings of Saturn appeared. I know the sharks appeared around, I'm going to say something wrong, 400 million years ago. Oh my God, when did sharks appear? 400 million years ago? First sharks ever. It was not that 450. Okay, I mean, this is a Natural History Museum. I would assume they know what they're saying. Around 450 million years ago. But I was reading that the first sharks were toothless, or like there's the theory that the first sharks looked something. I don't know if this is going to be copyrighted. I cannot show many photos. Yeah. But there's the theory that most sharks were toothless, actually. Because they found evidence of sharks, but not of teeth. Which I have to find how they did that. Because I thought most evidence that sharks were teeth. So I have to research, guys. I have to research why they think the earliest sharks were toothless. If I can see the bottom of the pool, I'm scared too, among the first room. Okay, so now people were asking me, I think very well, what can you do if you're afraid of the shark? Or really, like, generally, what in any fear, really. I was reading a couple of psychology studies and stuff like that, and I found this book called Phobias and How to Overcome Them. Obviously, if you have a very severe phobia that was probably derived from some trauma at some period of your life, having a help, professional help to deal with that trauma will help you deal with the phobia as well. So there are cases in which just not having help will not be enough. But if this is just something that is because of your subconscious, because of the movies you watch, because of the false perception that of the ocean that your subconscious creates that will creep in whenever the least you expect it, then this is something you can maybe work on by yourself, kind of. For example, and I like this, I'm gonna, maybe you guys can read, but I want to read this because he says it better than me. Says, we have seen that phobias learned through emotional experience are not easily influenced by input from rational mind. You may strongly feel that you are in imminent danger while at the same time thinking you are safe. For example, a person in the throes of a phobic attack during an airline flight may be able to tell you that air travel is significantly less dangerous than auto travel. Information available to the rational mind will not often be enough to stop the physiological symptoms of anxiety, including elevated heart rate, blah, 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 impending doom, and so on. The disconnect between our rational powers and our emotional nature is especially clear when a person goes through a relationship breakup, blah, 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 blah. You can read that if you want. And it says, so this is the important part. Overcoming a phobia requires that we change our thoughts and beliefs using both our rational and emotional minds. An important first step is to examine the rationality of our fear. So why are we afraid? And understand if there's any sense in being afraid of this thing. And the true level of danger that it poses. So this is your rational brain talking. So understanding that this thing that you're really afraid of, like statistically and from a scientific point of view, is actually not that dangerous. Yet, as discussed, the emotional mind does not often change by logical persuasion alone. Intelligence alone usually will not suffice in overcoming phobia with deep roots in the emotional mind. So, the most powerful unlearning of a phobia occurs through the same experimental emotional mode by which it was first learned. This process of unlearning means that direct exposure to a phobia, even if temporarily causes anxiety, is an emotional experience that allows the mind to truly believe that the feared catastrophe will not happen. And I feel very validated here because one of the things I always tell people to do when they come to me telling me they have some fear of the ocean or thalassophobia or just fear of deeper places or some animals, usually what I tell them is to experience it. If you really want to get rid of this fear, and that's what they're saying here, is that by slow exposures to the thing you're afraid of, you will start realizing that it's not as dangerous as your emotions tells you it is. And for example, I think a great way to do this with fear, with the ocean, is by for example, start by going into shallow waters with people. Don't go alone because this might increase already your stress. Go with people and go snorkeling. Because one of the things that people are afraid of in the ocean is not knowing what's below them or what's around them. Go snorkeling. It may be in a place where you know there aren't big animals, because then you might be startled easily. And go snorkeling until you feel totally comfortable snorkeling in this safe place. I mean, you should always go to safe places, but in this extremely, extremely safe place. And then once you feel 100% comfortable in this part, you can continuously increase the difficulty of what you're doing. Like you can start trying to venture yourself to less shallow areas or to areas where you, how do you say in English when you can't reach the floor with your feet? Don't have foot? Is that English or is that Portuguese English? I don't know. And so by doing that, you are exposing yourself slowly to your fear, and your emotional subconscious mind will start recognizing, even not the rational thing, this is something that your brain in the back is always doing, start recognizing, hey, wait a second, this is not as bad as I actually thought it was, you know? So, you know, did you guys, I feel like I talk about this documentary a lot. But you know, Free Solo, have you guys watched it? I think every live stream I talk about this. But I just watched, I was watching because I was looking about things about fear, and one thing, and I saw an interview with Alex Honnold, who's this guy. If you haven't seen the documentary, it's about this free climber, free soloer climber that climbed like one of the most difficult routes in the world without any ropes. And it's a really cool documentary. I really highly suggest you watch it. And they try to, and I watched an interview with him somewhere, and they asked him, how does he feel? How does fear? How does he feel? Like, is he not afraid? Right? Because a tiny mistake might make him fall off. So how does he deal with fear? And what he says is by exposing himself to that. So when he doesn't immediately go climb the, I mean, he's probably also built a little bit differently. I don't think that everyone, by exposing themselves to climbing, would be able to do what he did, because insanity. But I do believe there is a truth to that, because I've experienced it myself with climbing. So I'm not a climber, but I have climbed. There was a period I was going climbing every week. And in the beginning, I was really frightened. I was frightened that I would fall off with a rope. And every time I did it again, I was a bit less frightened until the point where I was not frightened at all. And I think this is going to happen with anything. It's going to, if it's not a very, very deep-rooted fear due to some trauma, I imagine. But yeah, so this is my suggestion. If you are afraid of the ocean, and if you do not want to, start exposing yourself to it slowly, first safe, and then continue on. And maybe at some point you will figure out, hey, like, it's not that bad. You know, people, for example, are one of the images I've always seen in this thalassophobia videos is the giant squid. Do you know how many people in the world, or how many reports of people killed by squids, giant squids, colossal squids? There are zero. None. They're not even seen at the surface, or at least not where humans can reach, because when they reach usually so far up, they're usually dead. I think this is a very irrational fear of giant and colossal squids, for example. Okay, I think if anyone has questions or comments on this is more or less what I wanted to say. I was thinking of reacting to a video with you guys about thalassophobia that was kind of scientific. I couldn't find any. Like, I watched this one. If you write thalassophobia, I think it's the first one that appears. Yeah, like this one here. Like, the guy has good meaning behind what he's saying. Like, he has a good message. It's all right. But there's still the creepy music. There's the creepy images. It's not gonna help your thalassophobia. These videos are gonna make it worse, okay? So if that's what you want, don't watch it. We can discuss Subnautica, though, because some people were telling me yesterday. You can make video. What's up with the penguins, guys? I just see the penguins flying around, or the mention of penguins around. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put myself big. There, okay? I think Subnautica definitely plays with thalassophobia generally. These games, they know people are afraid, and if it helps you playing it, good. Because I would imagine it wouldn't, because I would think that it makes you more scared. But if it's not, if people have told me that it has helped them with their thalassophobia, that's pretty good. Okay, now I'm have to catch up with chat. Squids don't eat humans. No, they don't. Somebody said penguins can fly. Ah, is that what chat is saying about penguins? Not that I'm aware of. Which penguins can fly? There was a penguin, but I don't know if it's really called a penguin. It's the murret in Portuguese. It looks like a bird. It looks like a bird. It is a bird. It looks like a penguin. No, but it's a guillemot. So there are birds that look like penguins that can fly, but they're not penguins. I don't know of any flying penguin. Can you tell me a species, please? Penguins or penguins? I don't know what's the right word. Wing thing are called flippers. Wing thing. That sounds Maria-ish. That's my type of... when I don't know a word in English, it's the thing. From what I found, they can only do... Yeah. Orca whales are probably... I don't think there's any orca attacks either, or like that I'm aware of, you know? The thing about orcas is they're extremely smart, and they know that we are not what they are supposed to eat. Just by looking at us or smelling us. I don't know exactly actually how they perceive their environment. I don't know if they have good eyes. I don't know a lot of things about marine animals. I'm realizing. Was first scary? What's my favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie. I like so many movies. Puffins. I don't think puffins are penguins though. Sea lions are vicious. Sea lions are very territorial. Like most animals that are really dangerous to humans, of course, in the ocean, because we did not evolve in the ocean, so there's no predator in the ocean that has evolved to eat humans. On land, that's a different story, obviously, because there are animals that have evolved with humans who eat humans, probably. But the most dangerous ones are many times the territorial ones, because they want to eat you, because they want to protect their territory. There's also a lot of land, like bears is the same, no? A lot of bears or different species of bears is the same. They don't attack you most of the times not to eat you, but for territorial reasons. Okay, I'm not an expert in bears, so I better not talk about what I don't know. Are you thinking of something like preparing a biology training course? I actually thought about doing like live streams on the deep sea or something like that, because that's pretty cool. But I don't know if that's something people would be interested in, to be honest. Because these things take a lot of time to prepare. So it wouldn't make sense for me unless a lot of people were interested. Orca attacks happen in marine parks usually. You do not really have to worry when you see an orca in the wild. Yeah, exactly. Orcas can swim at seals lying ashore. Yeah. What animals eat humans? I didn't want to get that much sleep tonight. I mean, for example, I guess lions, no? Lions or pumas or cheetahs. I think there are areas in the jungle where, like the tribes in Africa, for example, I know they have a lot of issues sometimes with big cats. They've coexisted for many, 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 many thousands of years. So I wouldn't be surprised that pumas have also learned to, or like have eaten people. But I wouldn't assume like a puma is out to get you, don't worry. What do you think inspired the myths of giant sea monsters? That's, yeah, it's what I think it's like a self-perpetuating fear. Sea monsters started because people saw things they didn't understand. Not many people knew how to swim, you know? Most people did know how to swim. Like only some very specific people knew how to swim, unless that was their job. So they would see things appearing, and they would look at like weird phenomenons happening. And they would create stories to explain them. They would create myths. That's what we do. We need explanations for things we can't understand, so we make them up many times. Not science, though. Science should not do that. But that's where mythology and all this started. We have a visceral need, I think, to understand why things happen. And when we can't explain something because there's not enough information at our grasp, we just make stories up. I think that's just it. And the sea monsters, you know, the deep is dark. The ocean looks dark when you look down. It invokes the most strong feeling of unknownness that you can have. So you can imagine anything coming out of there. And I think that triggers a lot of stories being told. And then you see massive animals that you don't know what they are. Whales, you don't know what whales are. You know, you see sharks, you see manatees, which people think is where mermaids were imagined. You know, all those things. Oh yeah, crocodiles. I low-key am afraid of crocodiles. That's the only animal I'm a bit afraid of in the seawater. I was in Australia. Good thing that they only exist in very specific locations of the world. But I was in Australia where there are saltwater crocodiles. And those you should really not go in the water if they are there. There are not many of them, but I still want them there. They're part of the ecosystem. I'll just not go if they are there. Yeah, the Kraken. Even Moby Dick. Moby Dick was villainized, you know? Even though she just was defending itself and probably its family and territory. Because they were... Whaling back then was a huge thing. And they vilified kind of this whale. Will we get another diving video for you? Yes. Yes, you will. You will. But these videos, first of all, I'm going to be in the sea soon enough, by the sea soon enough, and then I'll be able to film stuff. But these videos take more time because, first of all, I need to go to the sea, I need to film, and they take longer to edit. Bye-bye, Aaron. I believe many thalassophobes are more afraid of the darkness and the deep ocean space of the ocean than of animals or fictional creatures. Yes, yeah. It's a combination of both. Why are you afraid of the darkness and the deep ocean space? Because you imagine that there's something there that might harm you. Or is it just darkness in general? The fear of darkness has to do with the fear of the unknown and the fear that there might be something there that might somehow harm you. Which, from an evolutionary standpoint, makes total sense. Because in the time when we lived in the wild, you didn't want to go out wandering around in the bushes at night. You didn't know what was out to get you, you know. It was it would significantly decrease your chances of survival. Have you ever played Ark Survival Evolved? No, never. What's a sea creature you've wanted to see and never seen? So many, man. So, whale shark, all kinds of whales. I mean, I've seen some whales, but not while diving. But while diving, like whales, whale shark, bunch of them. I would love to see a reaction to mermaids the body found. Oh my god, what is that? Is that one of those mockumentaries or like fake documentary? What is this? Mermaid's body found? What is that? I'm afraid. What is this? Docufiction. Ah, it's fiction. Okay. I'm afraid of this. These things make me really angry. Like documentaries that are not based on reality, that present themselves as documentaries, make me angry. What's my favorite sport? I don't know. I love dancing. If I'm near the sea, I also really like surfing. I play a lot of paddle. Diana. Diana Lopes, minha prima. És tu? Estás aqui? Okay, sorry. I was wondering if that's my cousin over there. So yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, sports. I played paddle tennis, which is a very famous sport in Portugal, but apparently not in many places. Like people here in Austria were not aware of paddle tennis, but I like it a lot. It's something I can do with friends. Is dancing a sport? I don't know. I guess so. What is a sport? We're getting to deep questions now. Yeah, mockumentaries. If you are clear that they are mockumentaries, but if they try to portray themselves as something serious, that's not cool. Pois claro. Beijinhos, prima. Funny to see. Sorry, it's my cousin. My cousin in 7th degree, by the way, but she's like a sister. Science better than fiction. Yes, well, it depends. Sometimes I also just need to get away from reality and watch some fiction and stupid stuff. It's also fine. Czech Republic loves you. Thank you. I love Czech Republic. I've actually only been to Prague. Haven't seen more of it, but it's just neighboring country here. Where have I not gone sick? What does that mean? Where have I not gone sick? Didn't understand the question. How do divers deal with ear infections? Swimmers' ears. You have to wait until they pass. Pickleball. I don't know what pickleball is. Paddle tennis is like a variation of tennis. It's still with 4 player. It's like with you have two teams, each one with 2 players, and it's like a variation of tennis with different rackets, different balls, and you use and it has a bit of squash there too because you can use the walls to play. Look it up online. It's a bunch of fun. I recommend you try it if you want a sport to do with friends. That's a really fun one. How to say hello in Portuguese? Olá. Olá. Do you know what is a capybara? Yes, I know. It's a big mammal, big-ish, no? Ah, you have, in Munster, you have paddle tennis, okay. It's played with kitchen boards? What? You mean, is this like beer pong or something? What? I mean, they kind of look like boards with holes in it, but... Oh, someone asked me before if I'm going to stream any games. Probably. I'll probably stream some Beyond Blue. I might play that game and stream it at the same time. The bird will fly away. Bom dia, boa tarde. I always like to do something. I haven't done it. I asked people where they were from, but I like to know the age of people in chat, if you don't mind sharing. Como está? Como está can also be Portuguese. Like, como está is like the formal for how are you. If it's informal, it's como estás. Enduring below zero? Yes, absolutely. It only exists in, yeah, those boards. Paddle tennis isn't, damn it, you. No, but go. Try. Tell me age people. 23. Okay, here are they. I like knowing this. If you can't cartoony type of game, try wrong world. 15, 22, German, 17, 28. Hence the jaguar foot remark. Yeah, I want to play Beyond Blue. Cool. Well, I like that we have people from all ages right here. Congratulations on all the people who are like now graduating and entering university and passing years, because it's the beginning of a new semester and hopefully a better one than the last ones. How are you not? Okay, for someone's 2 years old, you shouldn't be here, man. 2 years old is too young. Cool. Okay, we've got a lot of people, different ages from different places. I like that. Cool. All right. So there's probably a lot of you who are now starting uni, I guess, no? And a lot of you like and everyone who is not at uni and is in school is now going to a new year. Good luck. Enjoy. Where's my favorite place to scuba? I haven't scubaed in that many places. You know another game I want to play, but maybe, I don't know if I'll stream it. What's the name? Journey, from the same creators of Abzu. A lot of people told me it's really beautiful, but it's not ocean related, so I'm not sure if I'll just stream it for fun and not like sue, you know. Hello to Malaysia. Oh, I would love to dive in Malaysia. I would love to dive in this area of the world. Like the Indo-Pacific region, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand. I've been in Thailand. I was snorkeling there, but I would love to be able to hold my breath for longer so I could free dive most of the time. But I can't hold my breath for all that long. I want to make a free diving course to learn the proper breathing techniques. Mon Ami channel. Okay, I'll check that. Journey is one of my favorite games. Cool. GTA. I think I've played GTA. No, have I played GTA? I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Grand Theft Auto, right? No, I don't think I've ever played GTA. I think I've watched people play GTA when I was like at friends' place and stuff. Good luck with the PhD, Lord Sirkojeka. What's my opinion on starfish? Starfish are cool. Can you make a react video to the movie 47 Meters Down and Caged? I don't know what to say about that movie. Like, I don't like to make reaction videos if I can't add like really valuable information. And this video, like, there's not much to be said. I mean, I could talk about Narcosa, like the fact that they go a bit, perhaps, I don't know. I might consider it, but I have to find interesting things to say about it. Because I've watched this one. I've watched 47 Meters Down. I've watched Deep Blue Sea too, which is the next one that I am going to react to. But I've watched it so what I did with Deep Blue Sea was I watched it some time ago, and I took notes of the things that I should research so that I'm sure that what I'm saying is correct. And then I'm going to watch it again on camera after I forgot a bit of the movie. I've watched it a long time ago already, but I did point out like all the things I want to talk about, and I've been doing some research on it because I'm not a shark expert. So I don't want to just, you know, haha, this is stupid, and then I say something which is totally also BS, you know? I want to say things correctly. Hey Marie, do you know what is a mammoth? Yes, I know what's a mammoth. I've seen Ice Age. What are your opinions on underwater research lab? I wish they existed. I truly wish underwater research labs existed. I mean, there are some, but not like these giant, massive, made out of glass research labs that I wish existed that I could work on in. You be heading upstream into Devil. It's just more interesting for me to know more about sharks living in the dark. You mean like yeah? That was not an answer to anything. Yeah, I don't know much about deep sharks. I know that I can give you a random shark fact now. The most ancient shark ever found, or is a deep sea, relatively Arctic. I think it's in the Greenland. It's a Greenland shark. Greenland shark. One of them, they think he's like 500 years old. There's a Greenland shark that the scientists was 500 years old. Man, that's crazy. Can you give a disc gear video explaining the price recommendations for beginning intermediate diving? Intermediate. I'm like a super beginner diver. Like, I don't feel comfortable giving any type of diving advice. If you want diving advice, you can head on to my friend's Kat's, my vegan diver cat. What's her? Yeah, I think she changed it to, or Kat Andriuskova, her channel, or she's a diving instructor, super experienced, and she gives a lot of diving, really good tips. Yeah, I love Greenland sharks. I know we need to make Subnautica underwater labs happen. How does someone get over thalassophobia? I was talking about this before. You could like slowly expose yourself to the ocean. Like start first with snorkeling in shallow waters to understand what's in your surroundings, and then slowly go further. Do not feel conflicted about proposals to the deep sea mining for material versus the damage. Deep sea mining can be very dangerous, not only to the environments in the deep sea, but if you are going to do deep sea mining, you need to do proper deep sea research. Like that's one of the important reasons why deep sea research is massively important. If people, especially, are doing deep sea mining, you don't know what you might be messing with. In terms of geological activities, I mean, and gases that are hidden and that are accumulating in the interior of the earth that you might accidentally release outside to the outside, and you don't know what that's gonna do. Cutest, I mean. Beavers. What do you think about orcas? I love orcas. I love orcas. Probably maybe my second favorite marine animal after humpback whales. I love orcas. I love their social structures, how smart they are, how they have personalities, if you can call them personalities. Orca, okay, I'm not gonna go there. What's the second area of biology you find more interesting after marine biology? Molecular biology. I love molecular biology. I love understanding how things work to the most smallest scale, from the small to the big, how everything is interconnected. Bye, people who are leaving. Someone's like, have to go. Hope you enjoyed. I'm happy you enjoyed. Don't orcas slap fish with their tails? Yeah, some of them, some orca groups, because orca communities have cultures. So different orca groups have different cultures and different learned behaviors and different traditions. So there are certain orca groups that do throw around their food. Others don't. Others they others do other stuff. That's one of the amazing things about orcas. It's one of the few animals that have been that are known to have cultures and traditions that are passed through generations, that do not seem to have any specific evolutionary behavior, evolutionary reason to exist. They're just a tradition. Someone wants to talk about history of Earth. Oh my goodness, no. I don't know. I'm super bad with that. I'm like terrible. Do orcas have a natural predator that is not human? Not many. I guess they sometimes have some big shark encounters, but if there's many orcas, the shark will not go even near them. So not really. They are like the apex predators. Do orcas have a natural predator that is... Oh, I answered that. Orcas are top tier. Orcas can be quite aggressive to other organisms, but so can some dolphin populations. Yes, 100%. And dolphins can be pretty aggressive. I mean, it depends on the dolphin. It's just like humans. But the thing you have to understand about marine mammals is they are just like humans. They have different personalities, different, way of behaving towards others, depending on the individual, because they are that complex. Their brains is that complex. I always wondered what do you think orcas would be able to do, or marine mammals would be able to do, if they have hands? Because have you realized how much hands have influenced how much we are able to do as humanity, and being like vertical as well? Imagine if marine mammals had hands. What do you think they would do? These are the real scientific questions here. These are the questions that we really need to answer. Serious, important questions, okay? Please not go swim with random dolphins. I mean, generally, dolphins are totally fine. They will not, don't harass them. Don't jump if they go, don't follow them if they are clearly don't want to be bothered. If they have babies, be aware. Bonjour. Do you speak a little bit of French? Un petit peu. Un petit peu. I learned French in school. I used to read my dad's fluent in French, and I used to read some of his books, his comic books, but I can't have a proper conversation in French. Probably steal our scanners. I get true. Yeah, the sea monkeys are definitely a version of whales with arms. Thought they okay, well, yeah, if they had tons, exactly. Build a sonar controlled set of arms and add a finger, and then that's a great idea. I think we have ourselves a project here, guys. Let's give marine mammals some arms. Invade land. They would flip us off. Probably. Hands, for sure some people would deserve it. They give you gold like sea monkeys. Otters have functional hands, and they can do some things with them too, so true. But orcas have much more developed brains than otters, for example. And much more complex social behaviors. So, and otters already use tools to be able to to do stuff. If a fish has hands, I don't think they'd be very helpful because they're in constant state of... Yeah, I don't know, but on the other hand, they're in the water, In the water, like, you are supported by the water. You don't have, you would still be able to use them because you don't have to... Like if you have 4 hands, but you have to use them to walk, you know. Comic books in French. No, I would read Tintin, Les Aventures de Tintin. Sorry. I would read Blake and Mortimer. Is this French? But my parent had it in fix. Astérix, you know. I only know 1,000,000,000 de mille tournaires. Capitaine Haddock. What countries have you already visited, and what countries would you like to visit one day? Oh, I've visited so many countries. No, like I visited some countries, but I would like to visit so many countries. I visited in Europe a big majority of countries because we did a road trip all around Europe 3 years ago, and it was pretty awesome. And we visited a lot of European countries. So in Europe, I have seen quite a lot. There's always much to see. Each country, it has so much to see. But things I would love to see, the countries in my close list are, I don't know. I want to go to South Africa because I have friends there. So that's definitely one place I would like to go, just because to be with my friends and to be there. I would like to go to Brazil. I would like to go dive somewhere around in the Indo-Pacific region. I would love to go to Australia, to the west coast of Australia. Do you speak German? Ein bisschen, a little bit. I live in Vienna, so I should know how to speak a bit of German. Cephalopods have plenty of arms. Indeed. Well, octopuses have 8 arms, but no hands, you know? And it's a different type of intelligence. They have arms, but no hands. But they do a bunch of stuff already. Okay, someone wants to know if I'm religious. I'll tell you, I'm not. Religion was never a really big part of my life. Big part of my grandparents' life, and I was very exposed to Catholicism through them. I read the Bible, and I had a bunch of things in my house, but it was never an important part of my life. There. When was the last time why is the horseshoe crab blood? What? Guys, what? What are you saying? Have you ever gotten the bends? I have not. Why is the horseshoe crab blue? I don't know. Why is it? I remember Carl Sagan made an episode about them, or a part of an episode. I don't remember very well. What is submechanophobia? What I found interesting. What's submechanophobia? The fear of partially or fully submerged man-made objects. Oh, I didn't know that word. I watched some with both that. Okay, interesting. I drew a fish with hands and arms once. You drew. Sorry, drew from drawing. I was like, draw a weapon. I was like thinking like, how, what? Why was that the first meaning I thought of? I don't know. What does that say? Okay. I have been swimming. If fish had hands, would they be in place or fins, or be placed on the front like horns? I think on the sides of the fins. Instead of fins, they would have arms with hands. That's at least how I imagine it. For absolutely sure. I know Western Australia has whale sharks. It's the Ningaloo Bay. I would love to go to Ningaloo Bay. Did you ever visit Antarctica, Argentina? No, another place I would love to go. To the Isla del Fuego. To the Patagonia. I would love to visit Patagonia. What is the maximum depth you've been during diving? 20 meters. It's not very deep. It's a canoe or a rich support. Good interpretation, or yet. Not hands. Oh, we're still up in the... We have fish who have legs and walks on seafloor. Do you know there is a shark that can walk? It's a tiny shark though. It's called the Eupalet shark. I learned this recently. I didn't know about it. Eupalet shark. He has like little flippers, and it's like super cute, man. How can you not like sharks with this thing existing? It's like so cute. Go check him out. Phone ringing. Definitely go check him out. Tierra del Fuego. What are your thoughts on using old ships to build or support real life? I'm okay with it. Especially in areas where the life is disappearing. It's alright. It's like, it's reef restoration. They do a lot of things. You watch The Deep Blue, a movie about... Yeah, I'm gonna make a reaction video on the Deep Blue Sea very soon. This is a fantastic movie to react to. It's so nonsensical and entertaining at the same time. I'm torn with this movie. I was so entertained by the nonsense. Like, there's literally a shark that turns on the oven. It's like, alright. Do you watch the Deep Blue? Yeah, sorry. Paulet sharks. Yeah, they're so cute. Is it viable to make a living off just reef restoration? It's really difficult, guys. Anything with conservation is difficult. Anything, there's not much money, unfortunately. Because people who work in these things, they're not... Yeah, it's very hard to get money for conservation. It's hard to get people to invest in something that will not give them profit. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So it's really difficult to get a lot of money for conservation. And a lot of it is based on donations or people who volunteer there and have to pay to volunteer because that's the only way they can keep the programs running. You know, but I mean, there are some companies that manage to stay afloat and that have employees, and I'm sure they pay their employees. One that comes to mind is reef gardeners. Is that reef garden? Coral gardeners. They have a YouTube channel too. They have a pretty nice Instagram page. But they are in French Polynesia, which is almost literally on the other side of the world from me. I would love to go there though. They seem like very cool organization. I would like to interact more with these organizations. You saw The Abyss? I did. I actually did. I watched The Abyss. I used to love that movie. I used to love The Abyss. When I was like old kid, young teenager, I loved The Abyss. I don't even know why, but I loved it. Shark can walk? It's a tiny shark. Dude, it's like a shark this size, super cute one. Just Eupalet shark. Check it out. He's massive cute, okay? What is the likelihood of a megalodon being alive and kicking? Likelihood of 0.0000001%. That's how likely it is. As long as they don't build a shark tip us. Yeah, that's another movie I've heard. What's the smallest shark? I actually don't know. What is the smallest shark? Is it true that sharks have been around for 500 million years? Yes, around 450 million years we saw before in the stream. What's happening? The rat sounds. Well, baby shark dude. Oh no, not baby shark dude. No. Christoph, what did you do? I introduced baby shark to a family this summer that they have a baby and they did not know about baby shark. And I introduced them to baby shark. And I reintroduced it to myself as well. So for the longest time, I couldn't get that song out of my head, and it's back again. No. Pygmy shark. Okay, I have to check which one is that. Dwarf lantern shark. Nurse sharks are one of my favorite. Nurse sharks are so cool. I like nurse sharks too. I mean, I like all sharks, let's be honest. But yeah. Some look much like cuter for us than others. Teacup sharks. Let's not though. Let's not do that. Predich, never seen it. Yeah, Baby Shark is like the most watched video on YouTube. What is happening? People must have watched it on repeat a bazillion times. Christoph, no worries. Wow, was so... You just need to do one hit song and you become like a millionaire. A Baby Shark song. Maybe she'll make like a song with sharks with hands. No, like, oh, I have to make that. What if sharks have, no, like what if whales had hands? That was really bad, I'm sorry, no. Oh wow, Cryo Chick, thank you so much for the donation. Hey Maria, oh, thank you. Kisses. In last stream I was sending kisses, I'll send it again. What non-aquatic games do you want to play on this channel? Also keep up the educational and fun content. Thanks a lot. So one I don't know, I talk about this in every stream. I don't know about this channel specifically, but I have a Twitch account that I've never used. And I was considering and doing my keeping this channel solely marine and doing my scientific stuff there, or just starting maybe another channel where I do non-marine stuff. But one night I want to play Journey. People were telling me, I wrote here, people were telling me Dark Souls and then not Dark Souls, but now I'm curious about Dark Souls just because everyone was ranting about it. Now I feel like I should try it. But I have a bunch of things here. Endless Ocean, Witcher 3, BioShock. I want to try all of these actually. And if I play these, I'll play them on stream, I think. Either, could be here, but also on Twitch or something. And once again, thank you so much for your kind donation, Cryo Chick. Also love the name. I'm vegetarian. Twitch would be a great alternative, honestly. Yeah, I had plans for Twitch, but that's my problem sometimes. I have way too many plans and too less time to do everything I want to do. I wanted to also, a friend of mine suggested to do this with me, which is to buy Legos, marine Legos, and this sounds super boring. Now that I say it out loud, I'm wondering, will people ever watch that? Because I love Legos. I love building Legos. So it's like, I wanted to maybe buy marine related Legos and build them and talk about stuff on stream. But I thought I could just make a Twitch account for, also people are asking me to play all these games for these games as well and for all these things. So yeah, and people last stream suggested me a bunch of games. I will tell you. Megaquarium, Ecosystem, Endless Ocean, Witcher, BioShock, Beyond Good and Evil. No, this is something else. Planet Zoo. And there was another one in space. I remember there was some in space. I don't remember which one it is. I don't have it here. You want to see my... This is where I put the things you guys told me in an envelope. Legos. Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft too. Yeah, Minecraft. Definitely Minecraft. I've been talking about this with my Patreons for a while to play Minecraft. some of them play. I know maybe a couple of them are here in chat. I know there's also like a part in Minecraft where it's in the ocean, so probably that'll go. Victor Tuber, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the donation. Just a quick thanks for the hours of educational entertainment. Been amazing how skilled you have become. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Terraria. Oh, Terraria. No Man's Sky. Yes, this one. A bunch of people were recommending to me No Man's Sky. Why don't I have it written here? This was one that a bunch of people recommended to me. No Man's Sky. Okay, people. So I will start when I come back from Portugal, because there I don't have all the setting. I'm not sure I would be able to Twitch stream there. I will start then a Twitch stream stuff. So I will be doing Legos for sure because I want to, and I think I want to make Legos. That's one of the things. I can understand that for some people it's boring, but that's a good excuse for me to have Legos and build them. And whoever wants to join the process can do so. I also wanna play Minecraft, but people told me that Minecraft community on Twitch is a bit crazy. I'm a bit afraid of crazy people on Twitch, to be honest. Beyond Blue, but Beyond Blue I will play here on YouTube. Beyond Blue I will stream and on YouTube, not because it's marine related. If you guys have anything else you would like to see streamed, let me know. Spore. I think Spore also. No Man's Sky. That was the one. I have to put that on. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. Here's my envelope. What is my Twitch name? I think it's Sea&me. Wait. My pencil just fell off. I think it's Sea&me. Let me check. I actually don't remember. I'm not on Twitch very often. I went to Twitch I was watching Zach from this shark thing. What is my name? I don't have anything on there. Sea&me. So only one A and then me. No spaces. I think you can't have spaces actually on usernames. Okay, let me see what you got. Surviving Mars. Ark. Okay. Wait, guys. Maria, on Twitch, you definitely have to aspect a lot of random people coming into the chat. Kind of surprised. Okay, what is one game, guys, that you don't recommend me play on Twitch because the community is just insane or people are I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with that. You know, I really don't. I have way too much to deal with already. The Outer Wilds. Is there like a game that you say, like, don't play that? Too many crazy people over there. The Outer Wilds. Because this is a whole new game, new world for me. The world of gaming is something that I have no idea of. Ark. Okay, Ark. But yeah, for the people who don't have Twitch, I will still continue. I will be streaming ocean-related games here on YouTube as well. Like the Subnautica one, I will probably pre-record everything. I might, though, also stream Subnautica base building. Like the old Subnautica. I haven't tried my Subnautica with my new computer yet, so I want to do that too. Do not play Dark Souls on Twitch. Okay. Thank you. Oh, damn it. League of Legends. My Twitch name... Okay, wait a second. My Twitch name is... wait. That's my Twitch name. Raft. Oh, Raft. Yeah, I have Raft here too. Overwatch Unknown Battlegrounds. React to Nigel. I can't find your Twitch. Have I sent it? can you, I don't know how you would find my, like, I don't have anything on there, I don't think. Can I share it with you guys somehow? Let me check. How do people find me even? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Just do not play League of Legends ever. All right. There. Can you go to my Twitch? Narcosis would be. Sean Heath. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Thanks for the great chat, Maria. Have a great break. Thank you. I will be going to Portugal, by the way, but I will be working from there. I will be making videos and filming and working on YouTube videos, and also I have to a couple of other videos, and I have to finish a PhD project. I have to submit a paper. It's been ongoing for so long. Thank you so much, Sean. Playing Ark multiplayer may be a very bad idea. Okay. And honestly, any famously difficult game probably has a very gatekeeping community. That's my problem. I don't even know what difficult games are. What games are difficult? I've heard, okay, Dark Souls, I've heard that it's like a mess and frustrating if you're not good at it. Art, got it. Can't find the Twitch. Okay. I haven't put my Twitch on my description yet because I have nothing there. You can't find my Twitch, but can you not access the I have 2 followers already, guys. Woo! Thank you. I have 2 followers. You guys are awesome. I have 2 followers on Twitch. I'm almost a superstar. I'm almost a Twitch superstar. My wrist is not very good yet, guys. I haven't been able to. I did this movement and my wrist was whoop. No. Maria, do you like medieval games and city building management? I used to love. There was a game called Caesar. I used to love that as a kid. I think yes, or Age of the Empires. I played a bit. I enjoyed it quite a lot, but I played it when I was 15 or something. And it was fun, but I haven't played it since then. Maria, the link worked. Now following there. Yeah, thank you. Do you guys want me to send it again? Like, this is fun. 23 followers! Oh my god, guys! I don't even have my video there. Thank you! Oh, you're so cute. Now I have to use Twitch. Now I have to stream something there. Can we make a cuttlefish game? Okay, I was just reading through your comments. Are there any great marine science only museums? I can't remember. I mean, usually natural history museums are quite nice. I like the one in Vienna a lot. They have a huge marine area, but it's probably very local. You have to look in like your city. Natural history museums, like the big ones, usually have big parts related only to the ocean. Oh, guys. Okay, I feel Twitch famous now. 36, and it keeps on growing. Oh my goodness. Can I actually stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time? Someone was telling me this before. Oh, guys. I'm watching. What is Maria's Twitch? I just came here. Can we make cuttlefish game? There is a game series called 25. Tier Zoo. Are you going to react to some video like Tier Zoo today? I don't know. I don't know. I could do that for next stream. You could give me. I have to check. How is it with like copyright? I'm not sure. I mean, as long as I comment on the clips I'm reacting to, I think it should be fine. Especially if it's another YouTuber, no? But guys, you could, if you have videos that you would like me to react to, you can go to the Discord server, Ocean Book Club, which is, it's not, I don't want it to be like my personal Discord server because I started it with other YouTubers, marine science, But we talk a lot there, and it's in my description. And you can send me videos there that you think would be cool for me to react live stream. It cannot have copyrighted music, obviously. But besides that, I would be happy to. I just don't know what you guys would like to watch. But go to my description. There's the Discord, and you can send it to me there. Oh, I can stream on both at the same time. Marion's Twitch, there are certain goals you have to fulfill with your streams to unlock certain stuff, like logos or subscriptions. I have to investigate. I don't even know how Twitch works. Let me see. It looks funky to me. It looks like, I don't know why. 43 followers, guys. Why am I so happy about this? This is the, what is it's not serotonin. What is this hormone that is released when you see something increasing? You know? Is it serotonin? No, it's not serotonin. That's not, I can't remember. But when something increases and you just feel this rush and you're like, whoa. That's how I am now with you guys subscribing on Twitch TV or following me, which apparently is not the same as subscribing. This I know. Idea for stream. Comment marine related SCPs. What's an SCP? I don't know what that is. Good day. Where are you from? I'm from Portugal. You can react to my critter episodes. Critter Hunter. Hey, how are you? Guys who are interested in anything marine and awesome footage of really cool animals, go check out Critter Hunter. If you follow me on Instagram and you saw my latest story post about me asking which outfit looks the most like a nudibranch, it's because I'm gonna film something in a collab with Critter Hunter about nudibranchs, by the way. For people wondering why the hell is she dressing as a nudibranch. Play Subnautica with the Kraken. There's a Kraken? I don't know. Endorphins. That's it. Endorphin P. That's it. Oh, jeez. I can't train my arms. I haven't been training my arms for like a month now because of my wrist. No funny. It's not adrenaline. It's endorphin. She's experienced the YouTube joy all over again now. Exactly. Witcher 3 and BioShock. You have Discord channel? Yes, you can go to, it's not, I don't like to call it mine because the idea was not even mine to start that channel, but I am, from the people who started, I'm the most active there. But you can go to the description, it should be there. Witcher 3, BioShock. Oh yes, have it here. Have it here. Witcher 3 and BioShock. I had to. This is all the games you guys suggested to me. All right? I promise I keep it here. I keep it. But I will write it in a proper place at some point. Nudibranchs. I'd really love to see you reacted to 1020 em uma música. What is that? I don't know what that is. Will you collab with AVNG? Oh, with the Zach? Maybe. I'm not against that possibility. He seems like a nice guy. I have like 2 collab videos coming up that I still have to edit. But I'm always up for collabs. Doing this videos and stuff is super nice, but I like to meet people. Like that's one of the things I miss about being self-employed and working by myself is meeting people. So I'm always up for collabs, especially people who work in like marine fields and stuff, or really much everyone. Maybe you should make your own Discord. Yeah, I might do that. I think it's a good idea. Then I have like a million Discord servers. I'm such a bad person online. Like what I mean by bad person online is like I need long periods of time away from the computer and from being online. And I already feel like I have so many things to manage. And I feel like another Discord server is like, well, one more. But I will probably make it because I know people will talk with each other too. I mean, I think it's a great way to build for people with common interests also to get to know each other. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, for Twitch info, since Amazon bought Twitch, I don't want to give more money to Jeff Bezos. He's been to space already. What else does that man want? Okay, sorry. Okay. Since Amazon bought Twitch, you can link it with your Amazon account, get free games from it, and can show Amazon Prime stuff there. All right, I'll check that out. Okay. 2020, Em Uma Música is a special music made by Brazilian YouTuber Lucas Inutila. Okay. Oh, all right. 2000 Em Uma Música. All right, I have to check that. I don't know. Maybe I know the song. I just cannot place it in my mind. Who is born in February and is therefore a fish symbol? Me. I was born in February and I'm a fishy. I'm fish. Anyone else in chat here is fish, like in the zodiac? Oh no, Craig, you're here again. Dude, please stop with these messages, otherwise I'm gonna have to ban you, okay? And don't try to excuse. Please stop with these, whatever this is. Please, okay? It's enough. We had enough already. Yesterday we got it. Is there an industry for marine biology? That's a difficult question. That's a... Christoph, you were born on the 23rd of February? No. Me too. Are you joking? Do you know my birthday? Seriously? Okay, back to the marine biology industry. I don't know, like... I can't answer that question. So there is... Most marine biology jobs are in research institutions or in biotechnology. Like there isn't an industry for marine biology. It's such a tough topic. I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know, honestly. It's hard to, there are industries that employ marine biologists, but there isn't a marine biology industry because marine biology is the study of something. So it's not like an industry, but there is marine biotechnology. Yeah, Krista, are you sure? Do you, what? Yeah, my family was also born. Yes, that's funny. Yeah, I don't mind telling my birthday was the 23rd of February 1989. I was born in the 80s. I can say that. Born in the 80s. For many people here, I'm sure they think that's old, but it isn't, all right? Yes, exactly. Imba Piranha, you said it right. Marine biology is a very wide field, and while I never heard of an industry directly depending on it, there are many industries having to consult specialists of that field. Yes, exactly. A friend of mine has panic attacks when she doesn't feel bottom. Ah, yeah. It's so sad she can't enjoy seas and rivers. Yeah, a lot of people have. That's why I always say that if you're afraid, like, if you're afraid of the dark and the unknown, seeing what's under you, like a lot of people are afraid of swimming without having goggles on because they can't see what's underneath. But once they see what's underneath, then it's totally fine. I was born in 1999, so not identical. No. I'm from the 80s. 80s kids! Sorry. I could take this. 1988 here. You're from the Year of the Dragon. I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up, and I'm a freshman this year. Should I study something specific to help with the course? Definitely try. More important than studying is having experience in research groups. Any research project you can get our hands on, talk to professors, do that. Get experience. It will definitely help you. You really inspired me to get courage and finally try this. Yes, I still yeah, you're welcome. I'm really happy if people, you know, getting out into the ocean and into nature is one of, like, honestly, one of the most important things. Like, really, you know, for our inner peace. I really believe that, as meta as that might sound. Like, we live in, I'm a kind of a city girl. I grew up in the city. I live in the city. I like living in the city. I like meeting people. I like having people around. But there's nothing comparable to the peace and inner peace and inner quiet I feel when I'm somewhere in nature. And that can not only the sea, but really anywhere. You know? I had a feeling you were a water sign. Shout out to all the people born in the last century. Yay! Yeah, it's so, you know, it's super weird when you stop being the youngest generation. It's really weird. That's the moment when you start, wait, I'm not the youngest generation anymore. Like, I'm not the young generation anymore. There's like something weird about it because you're used to being, oh, the young people. Even though I don't like that, the young people thing. But that's what people used to call you. And then you transition to not that anymore. And it's kind of weird. I was scuba diving before the wheel. Real divers will know what I'm saying. I'm born 1981. So many 80s kids here. I gave up on marine things, but your videos inspired me to get involved again. Oh, I'm happy. Glad. Thanks. I'm happy, Matt. What is the most memorable situation you had under the water? One of mine was the first time meeting Sea Snake. I think mine was the first time I saw a turtle. A sea turtle. I think I've never freaked out as much. I'm usually a pretty composed person underwater, even when I see something I'm really excited for. And it's like, but I don't know. I freaked out. I was like, inner freak out, I think. I hope I didn't freak out anyone around me. But it was incredible. It was in Hawaii. And then I saw many in the days after that. I saw many throughout my holidays. The mind never grows old. If you don't let it, it doesn't. Some people get very tied to their age. They get tied to what they think they should be because they are a certain age. And they let that inner young spirit be repressed because they think they shouldn't show it anymore. And that's really sad. That's pretty sad to me. Like, you don't do that. Don't hide that part of yourself. That's what's gonna keep you, you know, wanting to do stuff and do stuff. Should never let your inner child die, dude, or repress it. It won't die. It will always be there, but it will be repressed if you try. At least we that were born in the 2000s can say that we lived in 2 different centuries and 2 different... That's pretty badass, indeed. Sea turtles are always cool. I know. Oh, wait, so many things. What are you gonna do in 100,000K? I'm still far from 100,000K, guys. But I'll celebrate somehow. I don't know. I'll do a live stream for sure. Hopefully you will all be here. I'll definitely do a live stream. Nice burn to that. The mind is always learning. Most memorable underwater experience. How the head. Oh no! You hit your head with a canoe. That doesn't sound nice. Have you ever been to Thailand? I have, but I haven't dived there. I've been to Koh Tao, and I was snorkeling there. Oh, I'm hungry. Can you guys hear my stomach? It's making really loud noises. I used to have like the weirdest noises coming from my stomach during meetings in my lab. Like, it was the weirdest, most embarrassing thing. And I know I'm not the only one. Everyone suffers from this. Even if you're not hungry and you somehow your stomach decides to make noises in the most awkward of times. And you know, everyone is like pretending they can't hear, but you know everyone can hear. Oh my god. I personally don't like this thing of generations, like when people joke about it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I don't mind generations. I mean, I just don't like this idea of constantly demonizing other ages or generations. Obviously, there are things that can be looked at as scientifically or more from an objective point of view as better in certain generations than in others, not because of the people themselves, but simply as a result of the society and the times they grow up in, right? Like, people who are growing up now will for sure have better knowledge and technology than I'll ever have, or, you know. Have you seen the anime The Aqua Top on the Sand where it... No, I don't know that one. You know what I saw? Like, a bunch of people were talking to me about... they were commenting on... What's this? JoJo Adventures? I don't know. And I saw that was recommended to me on Netflix. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The Adventures of JoJo. Apparently he's a marine biologist. Is there any marine... If someone here watches that... Can someone please tell me whether there's marine biology involved or there's none at all? I mean, I'll probably watch it anyway, just for the funs. I'd love to see giant manta rays. I went on a night dive in Hawaii to see manta rays and they were not there. I was very unlucky. Looking down at older generations is bad, but back in my day, things were better. Good way of thinking. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So there's like no marine bio. Oh, okay. When are you going to do a face reveal? What does that mean? That is my face. This is my face, guys. Did you think this was not my face? It's the most memed anime in history. See, these are the type of things I don't know. But why is it memed? Educate me, please. Educate me on internet. So, no worries. You'll join in time. One of my main characters of this part becoming real. Jojo Bizarre is a flamboyant, feminine, wild fashion. Some medieval ships, but no more. What? Yes, to me, my time in Hawaii, I could believe. Have you been in the Arctic? No, I would love to go to. I would love to go to polar regions. Really. I would really would love to. Oh no, you drowned? No. Oh my goodness. There is no good reason for it to be meme. Apparently it's a super famous anime. How do I not know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I only know about it from the comments on my Subnautica videos. Meme culture is random. Also true from the things I've seen. Guys, wait 2 seconds. I need more water. All right? I've been talking for too long. Wait 2 seconds. I'll be back. All right? Wait a second. I'm back. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's a long stream. Damn, how long have I been talking for? 1 hour, 50 minutes. They're just reading out. Damn. Seek fluid intake. Yeah, I'm seeking fluid. I'm intaking fluid. How does he say? Vital levels restored. No? Mm-mm. These are seahorses, not spiders. Seahorses, guys. Time's up, lol. Calorie intake recommended. Soon. Like, let's make it until like 2 hours and then maybe like 10 more minutes stream. I did not die here, guys. I'm here. And then it's time for me to definitely intake some calories. Picture in the background. Which one? This one. So this one was from a follower of mine on Instagram. She asked me if she could paint one of my photos. A photo I took of a dolphin, and she sent it to me. It was super cute. And that one is me in the ocean. And it was drawn by a really good friend of mine who's an illustrator. And by the way, who's illustrating a book that I'm writing. I'm making a pre-existing book marketing. I'm marketing my book before it even exists. That's not how marketing should work, but okay. I caught bladderfish, got some water. Just need to intake some calories. What are your feelings about the new report? Do you think the stakeholders will wake up? You mean the IPCC report? No, I don't think any stakeholders will wake up. And this will not be, I mean, if you're expecting altruistic behavior or selfless behavior from the richest part of the population, who are the main polluters and who are the main responsible for what is happening, and who got to these positions by being ruthless and selfish many of the times, do you think they're gonna wake up now? No, this has to be an effort that comes from legislation. There has to be incentive to green, okay, I'm not gonna go into this right now. Actually, I'm pretty tired. But no, I think this has to be, governments have to take action. There's just other ways. There has to be incentive for people to change their habits. There has to be incentives monetarily to transfer to green energy. Yeah, this has to be tackled from many perspectives. This is a very complex issue, and I can't, right now I can't talk about that. Have you had any papers published yet? I have, actually. I have 12, maybe 12 perhaps. I don't know. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 research papers as first author, and then several others as second author. Dustin Herc, thank you. Thank you for the donation. Will human develop tech that will work with breathable fluids like perfluorocarbon for deep diving? James Cameron made The Abyss on this premise. Yeah, I remember this pink liquid, right? I don't know, to be honest. Like, that's something... it's quite scary to me, to be fair. Like, to let liquid go into your lungs like this, like, it's... Because it's not only the fact that whether there's oxygen or not, but also having fluid like this going into your lungs. I wonder, this is probably something that I don't know. Someone says it's physically impossible. I would have to research a bit more on that. For me, what I would see as physically impossible is just the fact of having fluid instead of air going into your lungs, because possibly also gas exchange would be a problem within your lungs, because your lungs are designed to exchange oxygen with carbon dioxide but not in liquid. So I don't know how that would work. The government are these people. Well, I am unfortunately some governments, that's true. Not all though. So many things. If you were a marine species, what would you be? A orca. They are the bad. They are like, I wouldn't have to really deal with anything, or a stargazer. I always say stargazer. It's just philosophical. The stargazers, these animals that just live on the bottom, you know, they have 2 eyes on the same side of their body, and they just lay there and let prey pass by, let fish. They just observe the world around, above them. Probably would be pretty cool to just be, lay there and watch the world pass by. Like, you can still interact if you want, but you're also just chilling there. But if we don't go to the philosophical approach, possibly an orca. I hope you find a publisher quickly. Harder actually. Yeah, I'm self-publishing. I've been taking some self-publishing lessons for some time already because I like writing a lot, and this is just the beginning. I'm just now learning. Thanks, Christoph. I'm just now learning how to, all the process. It's a complicated process to self-publish, but it's possible. So you can hire editors for yourself. I mean, a lot of people don't even hire editors, but I want to hire editors because I do want to be sure that what I'm putting out there is good. I just don't want to put out there something just to put out there something. So I hired an editor who's very good at huge credentials in terms of books. And I've learned also about the self-publishing part. And generally, besides the fact that the publisher, if you publish via a publisher, they will pay for everything. So they will pay for your editors, they will pay for your covers, they will pay for your illustrations, whatever. As self-publisher, you have to do that yourself. Some people don't even have editors. That's why sometimes it's associated with a less quality book, because many people don't ask for it, because a lot of people that should have editors don't hire them. But I will. And you don't have marketing for your book, but I will market my book. I'm also trying to learn a bit more about that, how to do that. But yeah, the philosophical approach, nothing to do with laziness. No. Dolphins or belugas? Both. Is that an option? What platform? Probably KDP and Ingram Sparks for 2 different reasons. Ingram Sparks is the only one that allows for pre-sales, and the only one that allows for hardcovers. So some people prefer hardcovers, especially because it's a kid's book. Hiring editors saves a lot of time and lets you make more content without so much restraint. Yeah, no, this is not video editors. This is book editors. So editors, what they do is they go through your book and basically tell you everything that's crap about it. And then you have to change it. That's it. Not editors in terms of videos. Yeah, that's something completely different. Okay, now I think 10 more minutes and then I'll go intake some calories. Hardcovers are superior, yeah, but they're more expensive too. Tom Scott's Diving Bell? No, I don't think I have. Tom Scott is a really cool guy. I don't know him personally, but I'm in a group, like a SciComm group where he's too, and seems like a really cool guy. I saw a term, deep sea gigantism. Oh yeah. Deep sea gigantism is a phenomenon that seems to occur in the deep sea, as the name indicates, especially with, is it arthropods? No, like mollusks. Mollusks, no? Deep sea, I have to check. I think it's mainly mollusks. Invertebrates. Yeah, invertebrates in general. Not arthropods. Why did I think arthropods? I don't know. But with invertebrates, that the deeper you find large animals. For example, you have actually the crabs, the spider crab, which is a mollusk. You have the giant squids, which are invertebrates. And wait a second. No, mollusks, arthropods. I was like, mollusks, that doesn't sound right. They're not mollusks. No, they're arthropods. And what happens is, I would like to have read a bit about this before explaining, but there's not many explanations as to why with deep these animals increase in size, because there's less food in the deep. So you would imagine that the opposite occurs, that these animals become smaller. But one of the hypotheses is that deep sea gigantism actually happens because there is less food. They eat a lot when they have it, so that they can create large reserves to be able to survive during long periods of starvation. So the longer the body, the bigger the body, the larger reserves they can have. Another thing has to do with oxygen uptake, but I can't explain that very well. I'm checking here. There's several reasons. There's several hypotheses as to why deep sea gigantism happens. It's actually really interesting. I'm trying to deep sea food scarcity. I talked about reduced predation pressure. Yeah, because there's no predation. They can. Yeah, I don't think that. I know lower temperatures. So these are the reasons, but I can't explain. And it's not really known, actually, why... it's not really entirely known why it occurs. I'm getting tired now. How do streamers that are streaming like 8 hours per day do that? I don't know. That's unbelievable to me. I'm getting tired of listening to myself. Like, I'm getting tired of my own voice. Oh, what's happening here? Wait, I was explaining what happens here. What's happening in chat now? Was Craig up to no good? Yeah, it's okay. Thanks, Kristoff. Yeah, I mean, if people... If I say please stop and people continue, like, it's a bit annoying. I mean, it's not offensive, but Like, come on, dude. Craig was referring. Larger animals are more efficient. My stomach again. Are they? Streaming is hard work, and people say get a real job. Jesus, streamers drink G Fuel. That's how they stay awake. Most streamers don't start with full time anyway. G Fuel and cocaine. That's how they pull. Is it? Cause, dude, I'm talking for 2 hours, and I'm exhausted. Okay. Like, it's just like, yeah, don't feel it. You're right as well. Ignoring is also a good remedy. Let's just ignore. Like, I'm tired. Like, not only am I mentally tired, I am tired of listening to my own voice. And like, these people are doing this every day for hours. And it's like, whoa. Intaking calories is quite important. Marine biologists don't stream, they EB and flow. What is EB? I don't know. EB. I think streamers mostly play games this way. They don't talk, I think, as much. Okay. The Prince of Egypt shark is some made-up species, right? The Prince of Egypt shark? I don't know what that is. You hear my stomach, guys. Sorry, I can't control it. It's uncontrollable. I'm kind of used to the sound of my own voice. I hated it at the beginning. Everyone does. But now I'm used to it. I've listening to it so many times on video. But it's really easy for me to pull out of the fact that I'm watching myself when I'm editing a video. It's like I'm watching someone else. But now, I'm... Maria, shut up. You know, it's been so long. Ah, it's in low tide. Got it. Ebb. Okay. Ebb? Is that how you say that word? Interested in results of your PhD? Guys, tell me, be honest, tell me yes or no. Would you be interested in a live stream where I explain what I did in my PhD? I can tell you already what it's about. It's about bacteria and potential plastic eating bacteria in the ocean. Okay? Like, it sounds a bit, I don't know if it's something people would generally be interested in. But I've had a couple of people asking me to explain what I did in my PhD already. So is that something you would be interested in watching? In the movie Prince of Egypt, the Red Sea splits and you see a giant shark in the water. I don't remember. Yes. I don't remember the movie very well. I remember I loved the songs of that movie, but I don't remember the movie very well. I saw it many years ago. I think I had the songs. I like the songs. I still remember some of the songs. My PhD presentation, it will be very boring for you guys. I have to make it less technical. It's a bunch of boring technical stuff. You would watch that? Okay, I might prepare a little PowerPoint presentation for you guys. Oh, thank you, Raz. Okay, I might do that then. Yes, which type of plastic? I worked with polyethylene and polypropylene mostly. But mostly polyethylene, that was my main focus. Ah, I have 48 followers on Twitch, guys. Thank you. Endorphins. Which polymer chains can this bacteria eat though? Not all plastics are equal. No, that's true. I work with polyethylene and even then it's not the same because you have plastic additives. I will explain it to you in my PowerPoint presentation, all right? A summary of the PhD. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the nitty-gritty details, which are boring as hell. Yeah, I know, my stomach. Technical is interesting, guys. Technical is it's very specific and technical. Like bioinformatics, do you want to know about that? How many? I have my thesis just next to me. You want to see? You want to see my thesis? I have no idea how many pages, but a lot of them are, yeah, a lot of them are tables. How many pages does this have? You know, this is a cumulative PhD thesis, which means it's like all the papers. It's not like a book. It's like the papers that I published put together in a book. So, and with the general introduction and a general discussion. 271. My new PC is great. My Twitch channel. Yes, I'm gonna put my Twitch channel here. I don't have anything on Twitch yet, guys. Yet. This is just, I was just talking to people here. My Jesus. Bioinformatics, is that biochemical nanobots or something? No, bioinformatics is a combination of biology and informatics. Mostly is how you analyze genetic information. Genetic information is a code, and you analyze that code through informatics, through programming, through programs to determine what type of organisms you have in a sample, for example. A lot of nowadays bioinformatics it's gonna be the new thing. Statistics and bioinformatics and biology. Yes. Yeah, so I wanted to see if I have like, save it for the next stream. I will. I don't have the brain capacity. I'm not like a pro streamer. I don't have the brain capacity to speak much longer. But I was trying to see if I have something that, not real, no. But it's full of boring things, guys. Like the thesis is full of boring plots like this that make no sense to people who don't know what that means. Phylogenetic trees, tables, and boring stuff. But I'll try to make it interesting. I'll at some point, I'll make a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so yeah, programming is dominating everything, definitely. Like I had to program a lot for my PhD. Program. All right, like most of the things were programs that already existed and I just had to apply it to my samples. So very basic programming and applying programs that already exist in my samples. Anyways. Okay, guys, I think this is it. Okay, I'm getting tired. My stomach requires food. Calorie intake recommended. I think I need to stabilize my how is it? My vital signs not stabilizing. So yeah. So, guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you everyone so much who donated. You're awesome. And yeah, I hope to see you soon in the next live stream. I don't know when it will be. I'm going to Portugal and I don't know if live streams will be easy there. But anyways, see you at the premieres maybe. And thank you very much. Thank you, Taco Bots and Christoph, for helping with the moderation. You're awesome. And have a nice one, everyone. Have a good one, guys. Kisses to everyone, wherever you are. Have a nice day, evening, or afternoon. Bye-bye.